In this video, I'm going to teach you 7 magic tricks using straws. Alright, trick number 1 is by far the easiest. You might have seen this one before. It's the vanishing napkin. You grab a napkin and a straw, you're out for food, you place the napkin scrunched up in your friend's hand and you say it's going to vanish. And this is what happens. 1, 2, 3. Actually, the straw disappears and it just ends up in my ear here. And what I'm going to do now is actually vanish the napkin for real. 1, 2, 3. You see, it really does vanish, and I can even vanish the straw itself for real. So here's how the napkin / straw vanish is done. First phase is really simple. You just pretend you're gonna vanish the napkin and then you put the straw in your ear, or in my case, just through my hair because I have very scruffy hair. And then in the moment that you're revealing that the straw is here, what you're going to do is close your hand and drop the napkin below the table. This is just in one slick action. So I just go 1, 2, 3. Oh look, the straw is here. And then I'm back here. Then you can vanish the napkin for real. And finally, the straw vanish is a very popular vanish. All I'm doing is lying it against my wrist. So from this angle, all I'm doing is applying pressure with this finger and pulling the straw so that it lies flat against my wrist. Okay, on to the next trick. All right, warning, this next one is a little bit gross. Yep, I told you this one was gross, and this one actually involves 3 straws. One you're going to want to cut into a little strip, and this goes in your mouth. Won't do that just yet, otherwise I won't be able to talk. And this is actually 2 components of straw, one that can go inside another. So this one, I've just cut a slit down the side so that this one can slide up inside it. Get your mind out of the gutter. And essentially, I'm going to hold this like so, press it, so that one goes inside the other. It looks like the straw is shrinking, but then you add this piece into your mouth and it looks like it's going right inside when you open your mouth and you hear this. So then I push the straw through my cheek and I can actually show it inside my mouth. Yes, it's a bit gross. This is more for the sort of stunt and gross out magic performer. The best thing is, this gimmick is really versatile. So grab yourself another straw, cut a longer strip of it this time, and grab that napkin from before. You're going to hide the strip under the napkin, take the gimmick and slow motion push the straw through the napkin. You can show it on the other side going right the way through, and then simply pinch, reverse that motion, ditch everything under the napkin by dropping this under the table, and you have a completely solid napkin and a really visual slow-mo penetration. The only downside is you have this gimmicked straw. So here's a penetration trick you can do that doesn't involve any gimmicked straws. Solid playing card and a straw. Watch closely. All I'm going to do is just push that straw right the way through, visually penetrating the card, but watch. I can pull it straight out, no holes whatsoever on the card, and the straw is completely examinable. Alright, so some of you might recognize this principle as something that I've taught on the channel before, and good spot if you saw it, because this right here is an aperture gimmick, which means that originally it was designed for a moving hole punch trick that I've taught on the channel a while ago in a video that's currently got, I think, something like 700,000 views. This is that very same gimmick with just one hole. And if you're unfamiliar, essentially, there is a hole on this card, but it's disguised, and you can open it and close it at your command. So it just opens and closes like so, and instantly you can see exactly how this is useful for the trick, because all I do is I push the straw straight through that hole, making sure that my fingers are right here so that I can close it when the straw comes up. All I do is I make sure that my finger instantly closes that hole. And it's such a visual moment, that just melts right through the card. I love this trick. And yeah, all it is the very same principle. And if you don't know how to make one, all you do is you grab a hole punch and a playing card, and you're going to half hole punch it. You're going to depress the thing by about 75% so that you end up with this on it, and then you tear just half of that, and I mean, you can see how quick the gimmick is to make because I've already made one. So there we go, that is the straw through card. On to the next trick. All right, here we have a straw, watch closely. So that right there is the folding straw principle, and this is one for the social media magicians because the secret is all I'm doing is filming this and then reversing it. I'm just folding a straw, letting it unfold in my hands, and with a bit of acting and a bit of video editing to reverse the footage, you get a really cool visual, something that I really, really love. And this is going to confuse people. But a camera trick is no more deceptive than a double lift. On to the next trick. So a couple of times throughout this video, you might have seen me do something that looks a little bit like this. This sort of spinning flourish thing, and it looks really skillful. In actual fact, it's quite easy. I used to do this all the time with pens back in school, and I think it is slightly easier to learn with a pen. Just a straw is a little bit light and sometimes it might just go away. So use a pen when you're practicing, but essentially the move starts with index finger and thumb holding the straw like so, and what you're going to do is go over the top of your index finger. Your thumb's going to roll it over the top, your middle finger's going to come down, then your ring finger's going to come down, and then your pinky finger's going to come down. That bit is quite easy because it literally just goes from finger to finger. Then when you get to here, when it's between ring finger and pinky finger, your index finger is going to come underneath and clip it once again, and it rolls it back to the beginning where it's with your thumb, and then you just simply repeat it on loop. It's very, very addictive, very, very fun. All right, that just about does it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to click the thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new. All of that support is greatly appreciated. I had a blast making this. There are straws everywhere, so I'm gonna pick them up. And I think that's everything, so I will see you in the next video.